Hello, welcome. This is Sports This Morning on Channels Television. We're reaching you live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakman. Welcome. The drama series of the Nigeria Football Federation continues, and it's getting interesting. Newly elected president of NFF Faction 1, Chris Giwa, has resumed office. Now you know it means business. He has called on the staff of the NFF to work with him in bringing an end to the problems in the federation. Faction 2 had their own meeting at the Bentley Hotel and agreed that elections will take place on September the 4th in Abuja. The world is watching. FIFA is also watching this drama series going on in Nigeria. Arsenal Football Club of England have maintained their impressive record in the UEFA Champions League qualifiers. Arsenal have now qualified for the group stages for 17 successive years. Knew that the victory was important in front of their home fans following a goalless draw in the first leg in Istanbul. A goal just before halftime from Chilean forward Alexis Sanchez, his first for the Gunners since signing from Barcelona this summer, was enough to see Arsenal cross the finish line despite having lost French defender Mathieu Debuchy for 2 yellow cards in the second half. So Wenger still doing it for Arsenal. Okay, let's move over to New York Flushing Meadows to be precise, where action continues in the US Open. One major talking point is the upset that was produced by China's Peng Shuai after upsetting fourth-seeded Agnieszka Radwanska and fifth-seed Maria Sharapova, averting an early exit on a competitive day in Flushing Meadow. Peng used piercing two-handed ground strokes to put Radwanska on the defensive and claimed the biggest scalp of the tournament so far on a third match point with a backhand cross-court winner that brushed the corner lines. She defeated Radwanska 6-3, 6-4 to advance. She defeated Radwanska 6-3, 6-4 to advance. That's it. More upset coming from the 2014 US Open. We'll get to talk more on that as the show continues. But let's talk about Arsenal Football Club. You think this is the year that Wenger has been waiting for? Remember, Wenger did put a big dent on Arsenal's account when he brought in Ozil. Now they have Sanchez, they have Debuchy, and they have other new players expected to join. And the Gunners is still in the UEFA Champions League, and Arsenal fans are optimistic that the Gunners might just get another trophy this season. Sports This Morning on Channels Television will let you see how Arsenal continue to maintain their impressive Champions League qualifiers record, and they will come back so much to talk about. Stay.
Their one-touch play. Debuchy, in behind here, Mathieu Debuchy. Monreal for Wilshere, looking for the return. Might come here to Sanchez! Now that is the perfect time to step up with your first goal for Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez on the stroke of half-time. Just couldn't quite get an angle on it, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, Debuchy has been booked already. And the referee has a yellow card and a red out here. As in Istanbul, Arsenal will finish the tie with 10 men.
Well, he's got to be careful, he needs to get off. As annoyed as he is. He's claiming he got a good chunk of the ball. And there was a pulling back before he gets the ball. He's had a good game as well. Really good game.
Sure, Slaven Bilic and Besiktas will point to the penalty incident in the first half and say he was lucky to get away with that one. Perhaps by the same token, he was a little unlucky there. But either way, the fact remains that Arsenal have quarter of
Okay. Arsenal still powers on in the UEFA Champions League. That makes it the 17th time that the Gunners have qualified for the group stages of the UEFA Champions League. Actually, that draw in Istanbul is Arsenal's first time of not winning a qualifying match in the UEFA Champions League. So you see, Arsenal doing well in Europe, but yet to win the Champions League. And so our Chelsea fans and Manchester United fans, particularly Liverpool fans, will be like, hey, Win the Champions League first, and then you can join the men to talk. Sports This Morning on Channels Television. We welcome you on the program. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the show. Yes, you can. I know you want to talk to us. And yes, you can do so on Twitter, we're channels_sports. On Facebook, we're channels-sports. We have tagged what's going on in Nigerian football, the drama series. We are actually in episode 3 today. Drama series 3 of the Nigerian Football Federation. Chris Giwa has resumed as the new president. Faction 2 says our own election, which we believe is, which they believe that their meeting followed what was actually agreed by FIFA, which is to chart a new course towards the election. They are fixed September the 4th in Abuja for their own elections. I tell you, this is off the field drama, but it's getting interesting in Nigerian football. And then we keep reminding everyone that is involved in this that remember not to touch the quality of the sport, and FIFA ultimately is watching. Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Thanks for joining us once again. Tayo Salam joins us now. Tayo, good to have you. And again, we expect to come here, maybe have updates on the Falconets, say they're trying to, organize something for them, or see how we can take players into the Super Falcons.
Yeah.
But we're still talking about issues.
Yeah, we said it right. We're trying to make light of this thing, but it's a very serious matter. I don't know, maybe we should put crime drama. I think it should be like that. I don't know, but seriously, it's not a very good one. And the latest is the fact that the elected president, alleged elected president, as Chris Giwa, is resumed office ready and is vowed to carry on his works for Nigerian football. But then you mentioned earlier as well to the other faction will hold another election, September 4th. So I really don't know where we're going to go with that.
I'm sure someone in that faction said, why are we even called faction 2? But that's what it is. There are 2 factions. And
yes.
Faction 1, they met and they think they're moving forward. Faction 2 says, hey, we need to slow down. We'll talk some more. We need to do what FIFA said should be done, and that is have a meeting and then agree on when to do proper elections and then get your president. Yeah. But then in all of this, where is the interest of football?
Yeah, I don't see it. That's just the honest answer to that question. It doesn't show any real interest or passion now for the game itself, because it's going really political now. And when something gets political, it gets really messy, and people tend to forget the things they're supposed to actually focus on. They've lost focus of the development of the game in the country right now. It's a shame, big shame, and it looks like Nigeria is on the way to actually achieving something really groundbreaking. To NFFs. There was a time we used to have issues with it. We had an NFA, we had an NFF. Right now we're having 2 NFFs.
Oh my God.
It's just incredible. It's groundbreaking, not in a good way at all. And we all know FIFA will say something very soon. We're just waiting for something definitely from their side.
Oh, FIFA, hold on. Don't talk to us yet. Let's try and get everything in order. And the newly elected faction. I don't like saying that.
I don't like that word too. I don't like it.
The elected president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Chris Giwa, has resumed office yesterday. He went around the glass house. He's trying to put things together on day one. He's been talking. Let's listen to Chris Giwa, and then we'll come back. We'll talk some more. Stay with us.
My first agenda is to go through, see the situation on ground, and see the kind of environment where the staff are operating.
But you have a split in the football family. Would that be a priority? Bringing everybody together to say, let's move Nigeria football forward?
Yes, certainly. I said it yesterday that our first assignment as a board is to make sure that we have one house. And I want to say here very well that I don't believe we'll have a split.
Do you genuinely think you've won a genuine election to become the president of the NFF?
Yes, very, very well.
There was no FIFA observer yesterday at the election. What do you think about that?
You say what?
FIFA observer. There was no FIFA observer yesterday at the election.
No. Let me say something about the FIFA observer. It's not in the status that has to do anything with election. I think it has to do with the House. So, and if the Congress here believes in something, FIFA has to follow by the grace of God.
But some group has...
No, no, it's not true. No, it's not true that we had two Congress yesterday. We have one Congress yesterday. Because the last Congress before yesterday, what was agreed in the Congress is on the 26th there will be an elective Congress. That is the agreement. So anybody sitting outside the Congress to bring out an agenda is a lie.
But the General Secretary of the Glass House, Pastor Musa Madu, last night did say that that election will not hold the waters. And of course, what does that say?
No, I don't believe that Musa Madu said that. On record? Yes, you had him live?
On record.
No, hold on. You had him live? No.
Yeah, we had
Not you had him, you have his voice?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm surprised to hear that from you. But I'll find that from him.
And already another
Have you
election
spoken
has
to him
been
today?
fixed for September by the other faction.
No, I don't believe there's any election coming up. There's only one election, and there won't be another election.
Chris Giwa, newly elected president of Nigeria Football Federation. And listening to the man, you know it means well for, should I say football?
Austin, yeah. I was about to go there, right there. Just looking at talk, and the unfortunate thing about this whole fiasco is the fact that Chris Giwa actually he runs a football club, and it's been a long time. People have been clamoring for this kind of people to actually administer football in the country. So you would think he has the right qualities and attributes to be an NFF president. But then the way he has come in and all the drama that has been involved is just it's not been a good one for him. I really feel for him, to be honest.
Tel Salam is feeling for Chris Giwa. But I want you to talk to us. He says that his first assignment is to ensure that the board achieves unity. Let's work together with these people and ensure that that unity is achieved in Nigerian football. What do you think should be done to bring unity to Nigerian football? On Twitter, it's channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. Chris Giwa is the newly elected president of the Nigerian Football Federation. We'll keep talking about these, that is the newly elected president, until
there's a new development.
Something else.
Yeah, definitely. And I like the unity part of it, really, because a house that is divided cannot really achieve anything. But then I want to go, what about financial freedom as well, too? We all know how the NFF, whenever they need to do anything wrong to the sports ministry, that's one aspect I want him to really address if he maintains that position. They should be able to actually generate their own revenue. So running football in the country doesn't get stagnant if the ministry doesn't come forth.
So that's it. Nigerian football making us talk. Sports drama series continues. We're trying to establish contact with someone in the federation, and then let's get to know more as regards developments coming from this NFF leadership crisis. Let's talk about the sport itself.
Yes.
Expecting that all-important qualifiers against Congo. I say it's all-important because I don't care if it's Congo or even if it's Djibouti that Nigeria is playing. But it is football. Nigeria, current champions of Africa. These guys are forgetting that. Coach Stephen Keshi has agreed to come and coach the team. But in all of this, we might just be struggling with our football.
Yeah, you can call it very unnecessary distractions. There's no doubt about it. By the way, all that drama we've been talking about, there's nothing exciting about it at all. This is where the action really is. That's the exciting thing. That's what football fans want to watch. And it's not a very good one. I hope it really doesn't affect them. Preparations for the games with defending champions. You have to remember that. And if care is not taken, we're thinking Congo and the other guys in our group, they might be walkovers, but we know football is changed now, and if we're not ready by that time, then it will be very difficult for the country.
Aside being difficult, it might become terrible when FIFA tells us, hey, no point to even play.
Exactly. That's the worst case scenario, and we hope it doesn't get to that. We really do hope these guys, the stakeholders, actually come together and resolve this thing once and for all. That's what we're hoping for.
That's it. Sports this morning on Channels Television. We're taking a look at the NFF leadership crisis. We told you that Chris Giwa has resumed office as the president of the Nigeria Football Federation. We also told you that the other faction says they will have the elections on September the 4th. What's going on? Football in Nigeria making us to talk sports. We'll still come back to see if we can continue with this discussion when we get contact with our source in Abuja as regards developments coming from this NFF leadership crisis. But in the meantime, let's go on a quick break. At Flushing Meadows, it's been more upsets. 2014 US Open will give us reasons to talk sports when we return.